that's happening now. We didn't see any polar bears where I was, but they did come down in Canada quite a bit, in northern Canada. Polar bears and caribou. We sometimes would see Arctic foxes in Greenland and Arctic birds, but not too much wildlife where I was. Yes.
Now, the native people of Greenland,
We weren't
were
allowed.
they Scandinavian people? Or?
Yes, the native people were mostly Scandinavian, from Denmark mostly, but we weren't allowed to have any contact with them for fear that they would catch American diseases or illness.
For their protection?
Yes, they were they had low resistance to anything that was foreign to their way of life. So we weren't allowed to have any contact with those on the coast. There were various hamlets, various towns on the coast of Greenland, near the fjords, and they would live there, and
what language? Did they have a language of their own, or did they speak Danish?
they spoke mostly their own Greenland language, or their own type of clothing. I used to collect National Geographic magazines that have articles on Greenland, and those are very interesting, and it helped enlighten me too on the people. But we could take pictures of our own base and not any classified landing fields or strategic information, but we could take pictures of the scenery, which I did. I took slides, and there was a commissary on the base to sell cameras and film and different supplies that the men might need, toilet articles, some clothing articles and so forth. That was a PX, they called that, and commissary. And we had a movie theater on the base. I think it was on the base. They showed the movies in the dining hall. I'm thinking of another station. I was stationed at, where else was I? Besides Selfridge. Oh, Selfridge. When I was in the reserves, I went to Selfridge every summer for 2 weeks, and every month I served a weekend on reserve duty. Yeah. So that's how my time passed. Yeah. I hope you got something from this.
That was very, very interesting. Now, when you only had to serve a year in Greenland,
Yes.
and then they sent you back to the States.
Sent me back to Florida.
You went to Florida.
That was a new assignment from Greenland. They said, well, first they sent me to Texas.
Quite a difference between
Greenland
and Florida.
First they sent me to Texas, and I told them I didn't like the job they offered me there. Then I went to Florida.
I see.
That's right. And in Florida, I was there for a year before getting off active duty. But Florida was a big difference from Greenland. And the temperature and the swimming pool and all that, big difference.
And so that was actually part of your active duty?
Yeah,
that being
active
in
duty.
Florida?
Yeah, until December of 1955, I think it was.
Now, were you separated
55.
from the service then?
Yes, I applied to get out December of '55 from Florida, and then came back to Michigan. And joined the reserves. Yeah.
And, well, you were telling about, when you were in Florida, did you, you were a judge advocate?
Yes, yes.